Alright guys, back again with another video, so let's get started. So first story for the week, this caused actually a lot of backlash on the internet. Roll the clip.
If you're not one of those fans, a quick catch-up. In The Little Mermaid, Ariel lives under the water but falls in love with a prince who's on land. So she makes a deal with a sea witch named Ursula, giving up her voice.
There's something different.
In exchange for legs, all in an attempt to win his heart, which eventually she does. Disney released the animated version in 1989. Not all Disney animated princesses are white, but there is only one, Tiana from The Princess and the Frog, who is black. So a black Ariel is big for representation. The movie's director says Bailey, quote, possesses that rare combination of spirit, heart, youth, innocence, and substance, plus a glorious singing voice, all intrinsic qualities necessary to play this iconic role. Bailey called it a dream come true, but on her Twitter announcement, and one by Walt Disney Studios, a whole lot of this today. Accusations that the movie is ruined, reminders that the original Ariel is white, and dismay that a remake is messing with the original character at all.
Really? Come on. Are we really going to be upset that Disney cast Halle Bailey as Ariel in The Little Mermaid? I mean, come on, guys. Like, there's a lot more things going on in the world to be upset about. Okay, so I've been looking at this all week. The biggest concern people have is that, you know, in the cartoon, Ariel has white hair. Ariel is a white girl and she has red hair. But those two things are not important to the story. From what I remember from The Little Mermaid, The Little Mermaid is a story about a mermaid, first of all, who lives underwater, who falls in love with a prince who lives on land, and she wants to get rid of her mermaid powers or whatever so she can live on land. And she has to go to like a sea witch to do that, and there's a lot of singing and dancing. Okay, that's what I remember from The Little Mermaid when I watched it as a kid. So her having red hair and her being white really has nothing to do with the story, and it's an adaptation. So they made her, if they had cast a black girl, if they had cast an Indian girl, if they had cast a Chinese girl, I would be like, as long as the movie's good. But I know what Disney's doing, though. I know what Disney's doing. Okay, Disney knows that when they made this decision, that people are going to be upset. They knew that certain people are going to be upset, but they also knew that black people would support this. So what they're trying to bank on, they want this movie to be a success. Because if they had cast, let's say if they had cast just another, like a white girl as the lead, and then they just put the movie out, the movie could bomb, and then that would basically be it for that movie, and that director would have, you know, a negative light shed upon him for creating a terrible movie. But what they're trying to do is to get black people to support this movie the same way how we kind of supported Black Panther, and Black Panther made over $1 billion. So I know what they're doing, but I'm gonna tell you right now that if this movie, when this movie comes out, and if it's trash, black people will be the first people to tell you it was trash. I don't care if there's a black lead in it. I will tell you straight 100% facts, it is garbage. So hopefully it's not a terrible movie. People that are upset, get over it. It's 2019, get over it. It's a human adaptation of a cartoon that came out in 1989. Sorry, get over it. Next story. Did you guys hear about these ugly shoes that Nike canceled? Roll the clip.
Colin Kaepernick felt the use of the so-called Betsy Ross Flag was offensive. Nike says it halted distribution of the shoe over, quote, concerns that it could unintentionally offend and detract from the nation's patriotic holiday. Some Republican lawmakers are now weighing in on the controversy. Senator Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said he disagrees with Nike's decision, and Arizona's governor ordered the withdrawal of financial incentives that the state was providing for Nike to build a factory outside Phoenix, which, get this, would have provided more than 500 jobs. As for Kaepernick, his partnership with Nike last year sparked both backlash and praise. That's because he's widely recognized for kneeling during the national anthem to protest racial inequality, when he was in the NFL. But so far, Nike's relationship with Kaepernick hasn't appeared to hurt the company. Its revenue grew by 7% this year to more than $39 billion.
So Colin Kaepernick came out and said to Nike, hey, get rid of these shoes because of he said the shoes were problematic because of the Betsy Ross 13 colonies, the little flag with the 13 stars, whatever, now in the circle. So then Nike decides, you know what, let's just pull it off the shelves, and that caused an uproar, okay? Oh my gosh. Now everybody's so patriotic all of a sudden. Oh no, Nike's un-American because they pulled these ugly shoes off the shelves. First of all, I'll admit, if Colin Kaepernick had not said anything, nobody would have cared about these shoes. Nobody would have even looked twice at these shoes. It's an ugly design. So I don't even know anybody who was going to buy them. Okay, so Colin Kaepernick caused all this, but then all these people now mad about that Nike's being un-American. They're fake too. These are the same people that will not hesitate to go and buy something online from a Chinese competitor because it's cheaper than buying it from an American competitor. Like, let's just stop being fake for a second. Like, nobody cares about these shoes, whether you're Colin Kaepernick or if you're Nike or if you're the consumer that is angry about these Betsy Ross Flag shoes. Now everybody needs to go learn about Betsy Ross. No, okay? Because if you want to actually learn the true American history, okay, of what actually happened back during those times of when America was just those 13 colonies, it's not going to be all, we came here and we conquered, we came here and we discovered this land. No, this land was colonized. Okay, there were people already. You can't discover a land where people are already living there. People were already living here. We came here, we colonized it, we killed, we did a whole bunch of things to the people that were living on this land before. Okay, so let's keep that in fact. Let's keep that in mind. But at the end of the day, like who cares? These shoes are ugly. Nobody cares about them. If you want to go buy them, you can probably go buy them on eBay now for, I don't even know, $10,000 because the resale value now is going up for them. But moving on into my last story. So the NBA free agency has been going on, and everybody's been waiting for Kawhi to make his decision. Roll the clip.
Stephen A. Smith now. Steve, what was your reaction when you heard about not only Kawhi Leonard heading to the Clippers, but also the trade involving Paul George?
Well, stunned to say the least. The Paul George part is what's stunning. We all knew that in terms of Kawhi Leonard and where he might end up. We all knew it was going to be the Clippers, the Lakers, or the Toronto Raptors. And for the last week or two, we've been hearing the Lakers. And then the Clippers kept saying to people like myself and others, excuse me, that ain't going to happen. I had one Clipper tell me there's no way in hell he's going to the Lakers. He's going to choose us or he's going to stay in Toronto. So when you heard that Kawhi Leonard was going to end up a Clipper, that wasn't too surprising when you consider the fact that you have the richest owner in sports. You have one of the greatest executives in the history, if not the greatest executive in the history of the sport, in Jerry West, who obviously is the right-hand man of Steve Ballmer. And you have a Hall of Fame caliber coach in Doc Rivers, who, no disrespect to anybody else, but clearly is an upgrade from Frank Vogel. So you look at the Clippers organization, their mentality is that we're in a better situation right now. Lakers missed the playoffs 6 straight years. We just won 48 games, battled against the reigning champions in the first round, Golden State at the time. Where the shocker comes in is Paul George.
Congratulations to the Los Angeles Clippers for acquiring Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. So now the Clippers are basically a contender now for the finals. They're just instantly that good now. So feel sorry for Toronto, but hey, you guys got a championship. It is what it is. It's business, not personal. But for me, I'm just waiting for the Drake diss track. You already know that's coming up. I don't really have anything to say about this. I just thought it was funny that, Toronto got them, Kawhi got them the championship, and then he's just like, you know what, I'm good. Hey guys, I know I'm fine. I'm a one and done. I'm good. It's not you, it's me. You know, I just gotta. That's basically what he did to Toronto. But that's all I had for the rest for this video. You guys have a good day. Bye.
Hey, look at the man though. Look at the man though.
He gonna cry in the car. He gonna cry in the car.